All of our picks podcast for free with the SGPN app. Check out the World Cup Gambling Podcast for daily World Cup picks. Brought to you by Bracco Sportsbook and Casino. They're available in a ton of states. Wednesdays are for blackjack. You get 50% off your losses on Wednesdays only. Depositing and withdrawing is very, very easy. Money in, money out, lightning fast payout, and even crypto is available. Get a 100% purchase match up to $100 and a 100% boost token at Bracco using promo code SGPN. That's BRACCO, promo code SGPN. Underdog Fantasy spreads, money lines, totals, and parlays are all available in Underdog Fantasy. Get in on the World Cup and the MLB. There is a Underdog is available in a ton of states. Underdog is available in a ton of states, and they've got an awesome offer for you. Play just $5, get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with code Golf SGPN. We are live. It is time to talk US Open DFS. It's about because we wanted to wait. I wanted to wait until later in the week. I wanted to wait until the weather was kind of locked in. We're seeing what we need to see because they were kind of bouncing around the entire week in terms of how windy it's going to be, how windy it's not going to be. But we're here. The weather's locked in, and it's looking like those like 40-mile-an-hour gusts are not going to be there, thankfully. But it's looking like it's going to be quite dicey from sun up to sundown. It's going to be very difficult, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. So, what are you guys looking at? What weather forecast are you using? I use Windfinder, and Windy. I can kind of combine the two. But what I'm looking for in terms of stats is still driving distance paired with around the green. I am heavily using those two stats, mainly around the green, to pick my players and build my lineup. So let's get into the DFS board and talk about the 10K range. I want to touch on two of my favorite plays up in this 10K range. The first one is going to be Jon Rahm at 11,500. For what we're asking for in terms of driving distance and short game, I don't see much of a difference right now from Jon Rahm to Scotty Scheffler. Jon Rahm beat Scotty Scheffler the last time they played together in a golf tournament. Jon Rahm I think this is a year he's going to potentially win a major, and he played really well to Ronimink. It's looking like he's doing good things. I saw him out there on Monday, striping it, doing some good things because it's just the golf course and his game, I think, is perfect for this venue. He has quite an unreal short game, and not that Scotty Scheffler does not, but I don't see much of a difference in these two areas of statistical analysis than Jon Rahm and Scotty Scheffler. And now, if you're going to tell me I'm going to save $3,400, I'm all the way in on Jon Rahm over Scotty Scheffler this week. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Also, I'm pretty adamant against avoiding curve in the air. Scotty Scheffler curves the golf ball a lot. So I'm going to go with Jon Rahm as the first guy in this lineup at 11,500. At the bottom of this double-digit range, Bryson DeChambeau, Cam Young, and Xander Schauffele. This might be the first time I'm ever kind of into two live guys, and I don't mind Bryson DeChambeau. I think he's going to be so forgotten. Zero people are going to start their lineups with Bryson and Jon Rahm. Zero people. I know that leaves you a lot. I mean, not that much at the top, but Bryson and Jon Rahm is going to be one of the most unique starts. You can do whatever you want after that, and I'm probably going to throw a lineup like that because why can't Bryson and Jon Rahm finish inside the top five? Why can't they? You're going to be like, Bryson short game. These greens are so soft that if you have a good short game, you can stop the ball no matter what. Bryson DeChambeau has a great short game. It's just he kind of gets killed sometimes around Augusta, which is completely unique and different than what we're seeing this week at Shinnecock. Soft greens, high flop shots, that's going to work. You're going to be able to stop it. So I do like Bryson and Jon Rahm as my top two guys in this 10K range. Looking at the 9K range, we only have three golfers: Tommy Fleetwood, Brooks Koepka, and Ludwig Aubert. I'm going to go with Tommy Fleetwood. Tommy Fleetwood is my favorite pick in this range. I think just hitting the straight ball, hitting the controlling your irons, not having much disparity is going to be massive this week. Once you start getting like this a little bit, you really are going to be a victim to the wind. You're going to be hitting the ball in spots you do not want to hit it and just boning yourself. And Tommy Fleetwood is a golfer who dials it in. He's got a great miss percentage in terms of left and right. He's a very, 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 very straight ball. I think it's going to go such a long way. So in this 9K range, Tommy Fleetwood is going to be my pick. Obviously, has played really well at Shinnecock before. Leaves us with 7-2 if we go with a Rom Fleetwood start. Looking at the 8K range, we have what? 8 names from Matt Fitzpatrick all the way down to Russell Henley, maybe 9 names. I absolutely love Matt Fitzpatrick. Matt Fitzpatrick is a golfer who hits a very low and straight ball off the tee. And I think that is going to be huge, absolutely huge in this wind because not that Matt Fitzpatrick is the longest golfer in the world, but hitting that low penetrating bullet off of the tee is going to go such a long way. You're going to be under the wind. You're going to find fairways, and being in the fairway is both easy and important. These fairways are wide, so I think distance is going to be there. But Fitzpatrick just hitting that low bullet, pairing it with this great short game. I'm all the way in on Fitz. I see you, Colin. Let's do it soon. Let's do it soon. Hit me up soon. So yeah, Matt Fitzpatrick, I love at the top of this 8K range. Towards the middle and bottom of this 8K range, love Chris Goddard. I don't care that Chris Goddard is chalky. He's another golfer like Fitzpatrick that hits a low ball off the tee. We saw what he did at Sony Open. We saw him win at the Renaissance Club, a golf course that I think is a great comp for Shinnecock this week. Driving distance plus short game. Goddard surely does that. So I love that these two golfers in this 8K range. Also don't mind Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas is a little bit riskier. He's going to make some birdies, but he also can make that 8, which is a little bit riskier. But at his ownership, I think he's a good play. So Fitzpatrick, Justin Thomas, and Goddard are my favorite plays in the 8K range. So once we get to the 7K range, we got Patrick Reed is going to be very chalky. William Clark, very chalky. Sam Burns going to be a little bit chalky. I would go down to Hideki Matsuyama. Hideki Matsuyama at $7,600. Something that's plagued him recently in this year and last year was the driving accuracy. I don't think the driving accuracy is going to be too important this week because the fairways are so wide. But you give Hideki Matsuyama a clean lie. He's not going to miss many iron shots. And even though he's not going to be hitting greens and hitting them close to the flag because it's going to be just so hard to do that, he has an amazing short game to match with it. And he's going to miss in the right spots. I trust Hideki Matsuyama to get it up and down more times than not. Love him there. Also love Patrick Cantlay at $7,300. Just a golfer who can just shoot 4 rounds of 71, finish 4 over, and that 4 over could be a T7. So I absolutely love that from Patrick Cantlay at $7,300. It's going to be quiet, cool, calm, and collected. I love him in the 7K range. Also love Jordan Spieth at $7,100. Jordan Spieth, driving distance, short game. That's what I'm looking for. It's not rocket science. I'm looking for driving distance and short game. And we know Jordan Spieth can do that just like Justin Thomas. High risk, but I think it's a good reward. So 7K left to work with. Hit that 6K range. We have Minwoo Lee, $6,900, all the way down to Chris Kirk, Matty Schmid, Jaden Shaper, 6K, Michael Brennan, 6. A lot of guys at 6K flat. But scrolling through this range, I really like Andrew Novak. He hits it pretty decently far off the tee, and he's got a really nice short game. I don't mind that at all from Novak. Harry Hall is a golfer who keeps the ball in front of him, is going to hit most fairways, going to hit a lot of fairways, and has an absolutely great short game. I wouldn't mind going to Jackson Corbin. Jackson Corbin, $6,300. Like, he's a golfer who is a world beater in college. And how often do we see these golfers in college come out and just immediately have success so quick? Does it always last? No, but they're just on that little high. Get them while they're hot. I'm not gonna try to get cute. I'm gonna be like Jackson Corbin. He's confident. He's a great golfer. I'm in on Jackson Corbin, $6,300 because who knows? He could be a top 15 golfer in the world. We do not know. I will take that chance and try to get a little different with Corbin at $6,300. Towards the top of this 6K range, Adam Scott and Minwoo Lee are golfers that I really like. Adam Scott still has the distance. He's going to hit a ton of fairways off the tee, and he's got a great short game, a great lag putter. I think that's going to be so important this week. Whereas Minwoo Lee, very long off the tee and a great short game. Like Jordan Spieth, like Scotty Scheffler, like John Rahm. Driving distance, short game. That's what I'm looking for this week. And Minwoo Lee surely brings that to the table. I think it's a great comp for Minwoo Lee because he's won at Renaissance Club. he's a links specialist, and I think this is as close to links golf as we're gonna get. So minimally $6,900 is a really nice play in my opinion. We have $7,800, 78 left to work with, but I want to touch the 5K range, give you a few names that could possibly work out. Billy Horschel, $5,900, a golfer who thrives in links conditions, thrives in the UK conditions. We're not in the UK, but it's damn near pretty sure to the UK. So it's pretty close to UK, sorry. And he plays so well over there. I think he's gonna feel at home. He has the Aston Villa bag. I like Billy Horschel. He's popped out of nowhere and played some nice golf. Emiliano Grillo plays really nice in windy conditions, like that for sure. But I also like this guy down here, $5,400, Alejandro Tosti. No one's gonna be talking about Tosti, but he's got nice driving apex, nice and low driving apex, which is huge. It's going to go a long way if you're just finding fairways and working from there. Does he have the greatest short game in the world? No, but if he's both long and straight and in coming from areas that like Gatorep is, it's going to be set him up to not for success, but to just make a cut, to not just absolutely eject immediately. So I think Toasty at 54 is a nice little long shot, make the cut guy. I don't mind it at all. I wouldn't say you need to go down this far, especially if we're not going to Scotty. But Marcelo Rosa, $5,100, showed me good things when I was there in the practice rounds. If you want the full practice round reports, go over to my Twitter. It's all there. You can get the notes on every single player I've seen, who's doing what, who's doing bad things, good things, course report. So go over and check it out there. But the last guy I'm going to enter in my lineup is going to be Min Woo Lee at $6,900. And we're going to leave some on the table, but we're going to get different. So we have John Rahm, Tommy Fleetwood, Hideki Matsuyama, Jordan Spieth, Jackson Koiven, and Min Woo Lee. $900 remaining. That's the lineup of the week. Hopefully it works out, and hopefully we can cash together. If you have any questions, you know where to find me, and I'll catch you guys.